What's up guys, it's Super here and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. Now today is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be mostly a video talking a little bit about the easiest characters to learn in Injustice 2 or to do well in Injustice 2. I guess I've been getting asked this question a lot, especially for beginners. What character should I start off with in Injustice 2 to learn the game? And I feel like these characters right here are probably the easiest characters to pick up in the game. So if you are a beginner or you're just looking for a really good character that doesn't take too much time, these are going to be my picks for the top 5 easiest characters to learn in Injustice 2. Now, first off, here is Power Girl / Supergirl. I definitely would recommend her and Superman as my 2 picks for beginners, like just to learn the game. The reason I have her on the easy meter all the way down at number 5 is because her downside is she doesn't do a lot of damage. So what you're gonna have to do is zone. You're gonna have to do a couple extra combos with her in order to kill your opponent, as opposed to some of the other characters on this list that do a ton of damage and are almost as easy to use as Power Girl / Supergirl. And Power Girl has a ton of tools. Other than her damage, she has everything else. She has amazing buttons. She has a great down one that combos into her ice breath. She has great movement with the air dash, the air stop. You could do it multiple times in the air. You could do a jump in, air stop, jump in again to jail your opponent into pressure. She has really fun corner loops, corner combo loops that end in restand. So she is very accessible to beginners, and I would definitely recommend Power Girl / Supergirl as one of the top characters to start off and try to learn Injustice 2 with. Great zoning. She has a teleport which becomes at times hard to block because you're so concerned about the zone you have to hold back to block. Power Girl teleports to the other side, creates an overhead situation in which you have to react to very quickly. In the heat of the moment, it could be hard to react to. She also has really fun conversions, like I mentioned, in the corner. So Power Girl at number 5. Moving us on to number 4, you guessed it, Superman is at number 4. I think for a beginner just learning the game, Superman would be my recommended character because he literally has everything you want in a character. He has insane damage, especially in the corner, which I'll show you guys. He has crazy setups in the corner. He has okay mix-ups with his 2-2 low scoop or 2-2 overhead. In the corner, it becomes deadly because he could full combo punish into a freeze into a potential mix-up. He has 2 really good invincible wake-ups. The Superman dash punch is actually not fully invincible, but it's very hard to punish. If you meter burn it, it gets armor and it does a couple extra hits. He has the aerial charge in which you switch corners. You could laser afterwards to get a little bit extra damage for about 130. Superman literally has everything. He has he has his trait. He has great zoning. His trait actually destroys armor. So if your opponent's trying to do a meter burn back 3 while you have your trait and you do a forward 3 or a forward 2 and you guys hit at the same time, your forward 2 is actually going to beat whatever armored move your opponent does, because that's what Superman's trait does. It also juices up his damage, not only his regular attacks but his zoning as well, and he has some of the best zoning tools in the game. Not saying he has the best zoning, but his heat vision actually shoots at an awkward angle, and it has a giant hitbox. So there's many times where you try to jump in on Superman, you think you're about to hit him, and his lasers actually hit you. Meter burn it, sends you full screen for about 200 damage, and it's back to potentially zoning or advancing for Superman. He also has one of the fastest supers in the game. It goes full screen. Perfect for closing out games if you have the meter and your opponent's around 350 damage. just overall Superman is like the total package. He's like the complete character, and at my number 4 spot. Moving on now to the number 3 spot, we have Aquaman. And you guys see me walk back here because this is literally all you have to do to win with Aquaman. Just walk back, and let the Triton and the from the deep, the tentacles of life do the work for you, because his Triton has so much range and it has no hurt box that you pretty much have the advantage on almost any character in the game. Just walking back. And guess what? When you get in close, he has a 6 frame down 1. He has back 1, 2, 3, which is +2 on block, leading to really good frame traps for Aquaman, with Aquaman's forward 1 afterwards, or his down 1, which is 6 frames, being plus back 1, 2, 3 being +2, makes his 6 frame down 1 a 4 frame down 1. So if you try to counter poke, you're gonna get hit no matter what. Down 1 combos into Triton Rush. You could EX Triton Rush, keep the pressure going, do a ton of chip, and if your opponent gets hit, unless he's mashing on that backdash, Aquaman is almost guaranteed another back 1, leading into the same situation over and over. Hashtag Triton Rush. And if that wasn't enough, his trait actually lets Aquaman get out of combos mid-hit. So for example, I'll show you guys here, I'm doing 2-2 scoop with Superman, and after the first hit, if you activate it, the scoop is going to get blocked because the water of life allows him to get out of grounded combos, keep in mind. So if you commit, you think you get a hit on Aquaman, you commit to a special move that's unsafe, guess what? You're gonna get punished with a down 1 into from deep for over 400 damage. Now moving on to the number 2 spot of the easiest characters to play, we have Atrocitus. Now Atrocitus, all you need to worry about is forward 2, 2, 3. It is one of the best strings in the game, and it has one of the best raw mix-ups in the entire game. There aren't too many 50-50s in Injustice 2, but Atrocitus here has one of the best, if not the best, just raw combo string that leads into a special off of 50-50. And if you guys don't know what that means, it's either you block overhead or low, because forward 2, 2, 3 goes mid, mid, overhead, overhead. So you could go with the low putter, you could go mid, mid, low, or mid, mid, overhead, low, or just continue the string and go mid, mid, overhead, overhead. And if you want to stay safe, you do the Napalm Vomit, which has 0 frames of recovery. Not only that, but once you get Dexstar out, you become the best character in the game because he just watches your back no matter what. He allows you to continue pressure, he keeps you safe, he lets you do insane damage in the corner because the Napalm Vomit actually does damage over time and it stacks. So with the Dexstar shield, I can't even do it right, but I'll demonstrate it at some point in this little clip. And Atrocitus just has great buttons, great range overall, amazing character, and very, very easy to play. Was there ever any doubt in your mind who was going to be my number 1 pick for the easiest character to learn or to play in Injustice 2? I don't think so. Just based off of his damage alone and how little execution it takes to get to that damage, Black Adam is the easiest character in Injustice 2. Those 2 combos alone will take you not but a minute to learn in training mode, even if you've never played Black Adam in your life. Those 2 combos will take you about a minute to learn and master. He does a ton of damage. He has incredible buttons. He has a great down 1 that leads into the Palpatine hands, which does around 200 plus damage, unclashable. He has the meter burn lightning, which does over 200 damage, unclashable. He has full screen 50-50s with his low lightning and overhead dive kick. His overhead dive kick leads to almost 500 damage, depending on what character it is. Might go over 500. He has crazy corner setups where you could make your cross up, or you can make your dive kick cross up, and of course if it does hit, it puts him into a situation where he's going to lose over 400 plus damage. You could lead it into a setup. He has one of the best traits in the game with the orbs. It guarantees you around 12% damage if all 3 orbs hit. If you do 1-1-3 into orbs, you are plus like 20. So it guarantees you a standing 3, it guarantees you a standing 1, it guarantees you anything you want. If your opponent presses any buttons whatsoever, he's gonna get touched for 600 damage if he dares to press buttons versus this god after specific trait cancels. So no doubt in anyone's mind, Black Adam is the easiest character to play in Injustice 2. So that is going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.